All right, still in Abidjan. The AFCON is over, but of course, some of us are still here. And I'm sitting right now with Joseph Yobo, former captain of the Super Eagles, one of the legends invited by CAF to witness the African Nations Cup final. Nigeria Ivory Coast, unfortunately, it wasn't to be. Let's look at the game. What would you say? What's your assessment of Nigeria's performance against Côte d'Ivoire?
I think first of all, let's give them credit for how they started and where they got to. Get into the finals. Though they were beating, came second. I think it was very good considering that nobody even gave them a chance to get to the final. But looking at the final itself, it's always a very nervy game. It could go either way, especially when you're playing against the host nation. Remember in the group stage we did beat them earlier, so they were coming for a revenge while we were coming to win the tournament.
Yes.
So there was extra pressure, home crowd, and all of that. Though we're used to it, but it's the final. Started very well, scored the early goal. Well, they're also very experienced. I take nothing away from them. I think they played well. We did our homework, but they edged us a little bit. Like I always say, goals changes the game.
Yes.
We scored our first goal, and I think we lost a bit of our structure, which you see through the tournament, we don't concede many goals. And when they equalized, it could then, things happen in games where you have to decide: do you want to go for it, or do you want to
React.
contain till? Do you want to react, or
Exactly.
do you want to wait till the end of the game and push through the extra time? But then we're also lucky again to get the second goal. We can be critical of the mistakes, but errors are part of football. But most importantly was collectively. This team achieved collectively as a team, and they also lost the final as a team. So yeah, mistakes learned, but credit to them. I think they did ever so well. This team survived a lot of nervy moments during the tournament. They showed character. They became more formidable as a team. One thing I can take from this team is not individual performance, more of a collective
Yeah,
performance, and
absolutely.
that's how you win championship and
Yes.
tournament.
Yes.
So they had that in them, but the final was just a one-off.
Final question. We had a front three of Victor Osimhen, Ademola Lookman, and Moses Simon that did very well up till the final. And suddenly, Simon was removed for Chikwueze. What do
Yeah.
you think was irrational? What do you think the coach? Why do you think the coach did that?
Maybe as an element of surprise, because I think when you play so many games through the tournament, a good manager, a good coach will be able to know the
It's
strength and
very
weaknesses of
true.
the other team. And Chukwueze on his day, we know he has that individual brilliance
Yes.
as well. But when it doesn't click, people will always criticize, which
Yes.
is normal because Simon Moses has done ever so well. Not only in making assists, he has a goal in him. He also understands the defensive structure because he's very experienced, I think. So yeah, it didn't work. The coach, tried something that was new, but because it didn't work, I think that affected the team. But take nothing away. Sometimes coaches make this decision, and it's also left for the player to repay the trust that the coach has given. But it wasn't about our losing. Wasn't about Chukwueze. It
Exactly. It was
was
about the
round. It was a collective
collective.
effort
Exactly.
of
The
the team
unit.
and understanding. And we talk
Exactly.
about collective fatigue as well. That's what it
Yeah.
looked like. There was no cohesion. There was no that our never die spirit wasn't there.
Wasn't
Especially
there.
yeah. So there was just a missing link. I've been there before as a player. Sometimes you don't realize this thing until it's over. I
Exactly.
think replaying in their minds now, they will think as individual and collectively what they should have done better. So it was just a poor day, an average day. I won't say a poor day. It wasn't our day. I think they gave it the best shot. Though my only take was we took the lead. We should have dragged it to the extra time or maybe
Exactly.
penalties. And if we lose at that, but take
Exactly.
nothing away. These boys have made Nigeria proud. It's been a long time that I saw the nation being so united. When it comes to football tournaments, and they gave hope to a lot of people. So that shows that the future is bright.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I really
It's a
appreciate it.
pleasure. Yeah.